Hello, friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. If you've been with me for a while, can you believe it'll be 2 years in July that I have moved back to my childhood ranch, moved into this country cottage where I picked up all of the pieces of my life and started all over again. I want to talk to you all today about how moving back to this ranch, living in the country, living in my country cottage has changed me. I shared on my Instagram story a reel that says, "It's funny how finding yourself as an adult often leads to getting back to who you once were as a child, before the world got its hands on you." And that spoke to me so much. And there are no words that are truer than that right there for me. Because moving from a neighborhood back to my family ranch wasn't just a change of address, it felt like a return. For 5 years, I lived in a neighborhood where everything was close together. The houses, the schedules, the expectations. Life moved so fast, and without realizing it, I started moving fast too. I became someone who rushed, who was always checking the clocks, and who felt like she was always trying to keep up. And somewhere in all of that, I forgot parts of myself. If you didn't know, I went through a divorce. I left my husband and moved back to my hometown, to my family ranch, and started all over again. And this is the most peaceful I have felt in 7 years. I forgot about the girl who didn't mind dirt under her nails, the girl who felt calm around animals and grounded by open land, the girl who didn't need noise to feel alive. Moving back to the ranch brought her back, and it is like seeing an old friend again. Finding myself again and finding this way of living did not happen overnight. It was a very subtle change. When I first moved back, the quiet felt different than I remembered, almost unfamiliar. But then the rhythm of this place started to settle into me again, and I started to remember what it felt like to be me. Opening my windows up and hearing the sounds of the horses and even the smells of them, the sounds of the chickens clucking and the roosters rooing and the geese, oh, the geese flying by. That sound never gets old. It will always and forever remind me of my grandpa and this home. It feels so good to come back home and to be myself again and getting back to nature and the basics of life. This life as we know it, especially these days, is very hard and challenging. And getting back to nature and finding yourself again is the most rewarding thing you can ever get out of your life. Walking around this ranch with my dogs just brings back all kinds of memories. I remember us making this pond back in the 80s. It was so much fun. Once it was filled with water, we used to swim in it all the time, just like my dog is doing right now. We used to have floaties in there as well. But then once the scum started growing, we got grossed out and we no longer swam in the pond. I also remember us having all kinds of catfish in the pond, taking buckets of catfish food, walking down to the pond with our grandpa, stomping on the dock, and all of the catfish would know exactly what that meant, and they would be swarming the docks. It was the best time and the best way to grow up and I will always cherish these memories growing up here on the ranch. And I am so beyond lucky and grateful that I get to come back to this ranch and live here as an adult and make memories here as an adult. And also be around my niece and nephew who are growing up here just like my sister and I did. It's so amazing to see history repeat itself. Even my house decor went back to who I was 7 years ago. It's amazing how fast I found myself in that. When I first moved back to the country cottage, I wanted to do more of a Mediterranean feel, but doing that just didn't feel right. There was something off about it. And I found going back to what I used to love, antiques, warmth, and natural elements in my house is what really makes me happy. I loved my last house, don't get me wrong, but it was very much a neighborhood track house. It was very beautiful, but the colors were cool toned, grays, and really honestly not my style. And I tried to incorporate my style in it as much as I could. This home, this little cottage, is my peaceful place. It is my happy place. It is where I come home and my dogs greet me as if I were gone for weeks. A place that I can be me, the real me, the unedited me. I love that this place is all mine and I get to do what I want in it when I want. And there is nothing more thrilling than that for me. So here is what it all boils down to. The ranch didn't turn me into somebody new. It brought me back to who I was before the world told me who I should be. And maybe that's what going home really is. Not going backward, but coming back to yourself. Sometimes we don't need to reinvent ourselves. Sometimes we just need to return. Things that I've learned moving back and reflecting is that starting over isn't as scary as staying somewhere you no longer belong. I've learned that quiet isn't loneliness, but it's healing. I've also learned that a peaceful life doesn't mean a perfect life. It just means a life that feels aligned. And maybe the biggest lesson of all, you can walk through heartbreak and still build something beautiful. And you can return to the country, to the quiet, to the slow mornings, to home, and realize that peace was waiting for you the whole time. I would not change what I went through for anything because not only was it a life lesson and it taught me so much, it also made me find me again. And I am not only myself again, but a better version of who I was. And I will forever be grateful for that life lesson. And with that being said, it is after Valentine's Day and it's time for me to take the few Valentine's decor down that I had. And switching gears, I am going to change one thing up in my living room because it is a necessary thing that needs to be changed, and it is time. So, as many of you probably know, I have a rug here in my living room that I got secondhand from Goodwill here in Napa. I think it was $5 or $10. It was a score. I absolutely love this rug. However, being at the front door where all of the animals and all of the people walk in. It has not been such a great thing because of the fringe that is on each end of this rug. So it collects all kinds of dirt and debris. And not only that, my dogs decide whenever they get sick in the middle of the night, because they do not wake me up, that they want to get sick on the fringe. And it is extremely, extremely hard to clean. I love the coloring of this rug, but I need something a little more practical being by the front door. So I ordered off of Amazon a washable rug that has the same coloring in it, pretty much. So this is what we're gonna put down here. I believe it was somewhere around $84, 8 by 10. So I figured you can't beat that. I could take this outside, hose it down, have it dry in the sun, and we'll be golden. This one is a fancier rug. I cannot do that. As much as I try to carpet clean it, it's just the fringe is not good. So I'm gonna roll this up. I'm gonna take it to the dry cleaner sometime soon. And then this rug is going to be moving upstairs in my bedroom because I am going to be redoing my bedroom a little bit. I'm going to be painting it and kind of adding some things. Downstairs I am somewhat happy with, so we're going to be moving upstairs. I need to get that painted. We're going to go for a little moodier, sexier atmosphere up in my bedroom. So if you like that, make sure to turn on that bell notification so you know when that video is going to be coming out, because we're going to be doing that fairly soon. I'm going to be going this weekend to figure out what paint color I want, get it, and then it's just a matter of painting. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and roll this bad boy up and lay this one down, and we'll see how we like it. As I'm living here in my cottage, I am learning about this place as well. Like, for instance, this rug. When I got this rug, I thought it was so beautiful and it would work perfectly in the living room. I quickly found out that it does not work so much because of the little fringe. I thought maybe briefly of cutting it off, but I don't want to do that to the rug because it's so beautiful and it is great quality. So I decided after almost 2 years of living here, it was time for me to exchange it to get a new rug. And I kept putting it off because I love that rug so much. I did not want to get a new one. But here we are. Frustration got the better of me and I purchased a new one. And here is what it looks like all said and done. I really do like this new rug, but I love my other one more. I know I can always switch it out if I decide that I want to move it back downstairs, but in the meantime, it's going to be upstairs in my bedroom after it gets a very, very good wash from the dry cleaner. Even cooking looks different for me now. Today, it's a very rainy day, so that calls for some chicken and rice soup. And I am so happy to be in the kitchen today. But on nice days, I want to be outside with the animals, my friends, and my family, living a life that I wasn't able to live for many years. Before moving back home, I was going through the motion, getting home from work, cooking dinner, because I was a wife and that was my job. You see, when I was married, I was told that I had to have a full-time job. I had to have a better job. I had to make more money. I had to go to school because I had no drive. And I needed to get a hobby. All while having to take care of a house, take care of the animals, and take care of my husband when he was home. Now, I have the freedom to do what I want. I no longer have somebody telling me what I need to do, what I don't need to do, and putting me down. So being in the kitchen these days feels very different for me. It feels much more peaceful. There's a calm about it that brings me joy. I get to cook what I want, and when I look to my left, I see my beautiful boys in the living room, so very happy. Because, you see, I wasn't the only one that moving back to this ranch changed. This ranch changed my dogs and my cat as well, because they too suffered in the toxicity. There is a certain kind of peace that was brought upon us when we moved back to this ranch. Something that I cannot explain. This ranch for me is a very magical place. It is a very healing place, and my animals feel it too. I will forever be grateful and thankful to my grandpa and to my family for thinking of the future and knowing that in time of need, you can always go home.